up, everyone? This is Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. How's everyone doing? Rams fans, I know it's a tough night for a lot of you. I know this is something that you guys didn't see coming. Um, at least for me, I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect for the Rams to get blown out at home. I thought it would be a very close game. I thought it would come down to maybe the final possession. You know, I thought this game would be a lot closer than what it was, but the Rams, I mean, look, it was a terrible night. They got outplayed, they got outclassed. They got beat in every facet of the game. I mean, let's just be honest, let's just keep it real. The Rams did not show up for football tonight. They must didn't flip the calendar, and they forgot to circle September 8th on their calendar because there was a game to be played tonight, and the Rams clearly did not play inspired football. They played uninspired football. And when you listen to the press conference moments ago, Sean McVay was addressing the media. He kept placing the blame on himself, said that he needs to do a better job to put his team in position to win. He went on and on about that. He talked a little bit about Matthew Stafford and his shortcomings tonight. Matthew Stafford looked like he played in Detroit. He was a beleaguered quarterback tonight. Just a awful performance. And, the Bills, they didn't play a clean game themselves. They were very sloppy in the first half, too. They turned over the ball quite a bit. It was like they was giving away footballs to a charity foundation or something. They were giving free footballs away for people to have. I don't know what was going on, but this was the first game of the season, so maybe there was some jitters. Maybe teams are still trying to figure out things. They're trying to find that winning formula, and you got to remember for the Buffalo Bills, man, they don't have their play caller anymore. On the offensive side of the ball, they missed that guy. He took the coaching job in New York. He filled that coaching vacancy. They don't have that guy anymore. So, things are new for them. But hey, you know what? Josh Allen was a beast tonight, and he was as advertised, and he looked like the number one quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he was nasty. He was physical. He was scrambling. Keeping plays alive. Driving his team down the field, just doing everything, he possibly could for his football team. And then the defense played great. The defense held Matthew Stafford at bay. Matthew Stafford was sacked 7 times in the game. It's hard to believe how many times he was sacked. They missed Andrew Whitworth, okay? They missed his veteran presence tonight. Their offensive line is not the same anymore. Matthew Stafford didn't really have that protection, and I mean, Matthew Stafford played like the Matthew Stafford from the Detroit Lions. I mean, it was the Detroit Rams out there, not the LA Rams. And that's what I felt like we were watching. I felt like we were watching a JV high school team with the amount of turnovers and with the sloppiness, particularly in the first half. I mean, that's just what it felt like. And I know it's only one game, and I know we can't be a prisoner of the moment. Because it's only one game, and it's really hard, to judge or make an observation after just one game, after just week one. There's still 16 games to be played. To me, the the favorites to win the NFC West. No question about it. They have tremendous talent. I thought Cooper Kupp looked solid tonight. Cooper Kupp dragged some defenders along with him. He was able to stay on his feet. Matthew Stafford did find him in the back of the end zone, delivered a nice pass. The pass was perfectly placed in the hands of Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Kupp, of course, did the rest. He kept his feet in bounds. Thanks to his nifty footwork. We all know how versatile the guy is. We see it all the time. His versatility, his explosiveness, his ability to create space for himself and work in open field. And Cooper Kupp is just that guy. But Stephon Diggs outshined him. He had a terrific night. And Stephon Diggs, man, he's a beast too. He's one of the premier receivers in this game. And then Gabe Davis, he did his thing. So the Buffalo Bills, they just played an all-around better game than what the Rams did. They showed up. A lot of Matthew Stafford's mistakes tonight, could be the fact that he didn't play much spring training. He didn't play a ton of games in spring training. This is a guy who's also dealing with an elbow injury. I have my questions now about the elbow injury. How severe is the injury? Is the injury more serious than what it appears to be? Those are the questions that remain about Matthew Stafford and his health. What will he look like next week? What adjustments will this team make going into week 2 to do things a lot better? More importantly, Matthew Stafford needs to clean up the number of turnovers. You can't be throwing 3 interceptions in the game. You can't be getting sacked 7 times in the game. The defense has to step it up. Aaron Donald has to be that ferocious beast that we all know he can be. We all know his capabilities. We all know how good of an edge rusher he is. How he can come off the edge and get after the quarterback. But you got to give a lot of credit to the Buffalo Bills tonight. They get after each other. They compete very hard. And Josh Allen is a competitor. Matthew Stafford is too. But Matthew Stafford, reverted back to his old self. The quarterback that he was in Detroit. When he was in Detroit, he didn't have the talent that he has around him now. So to play that lousy is inexcusable and it's unacceptable. And I will be honest, I was very frustrated. I was very frustrated watching the game. There was times that I dropped a few F-bombs, that I pounded the desk that I work on when I'm writing my articles or preparing for these videos. It just wasn't a good night for football. The Rams didn't show up at all. They played crappy. They played terrible. It wasn't their best effort. They could have played a lot better. And, you turned over the ball so much that Buffalo was able to take advantage of those mistakes. They was able to turn those turnovers into quick points because I believe a few times they had a short field. And when you give Josh Allen a short field, he's going to make something happen with the football. No questions about that. I thought Matthew Stafford should have aired the ball out more. He should have threw some passes deep down the field and tried to expose that secondary of Buffalo. Because, yes, Buffalo has a great secondary with Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. But sometimes those two guys, their two safeties particularly, they could be very vulnerable. And we've seen it before. And sometimes when you attack those two safeties, they get blown out of coverage. Usually you see the Buffalo Bills blow a defensive assignment, and the receiver is able to blow right by those guys and get in open field, and they can, run for the end zone. And, you got to find a way to get Allen Robinson more involved. You got to get him more engaged. He only had one ball thrown his way all night. You got to get him, you got to target him some more. You got to get him involved in the offense. But I thought this would be a night that they would come out and play with great intensity, that they would play, that they would play inspired football. This was a great night for the Rams. They started the season after winning the Super Bowl. They're looking to defend their title. Andrew Whitworth was in the house. You had OBJ in the house. And I thought with the atmosphere and the buzz and how electric it was in there, I thought maybe that would have been a motivator for the Rams, right? That would have kind of pumped the team up and fired them up to have that initiative to want to win the ball game. But it just didn't go their way. Buffalo, again, was the better team. They came out on top. They beat the Rams by a final score of 31-10. Yes, the Rams, it's hard to believe, as good as their offense is and as much firepower they have, they only put up 10 points. But now Sean McVay is going to go back to the drawing board. He's going to get back to the basics, and he's going to do what he does best. He's going to dissect some plays. He's going to have his players look at film, and they're going to come out and make those adjustments, and hopefully they could win in week 2. But they're going to have to clean up a lot of things, and they're going to have to play a lot better than what they played tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to all the Rams fans out there. If you guys like this video, you guys know what's up. You guys know where to find me. This is my sports channel. You guys are more than welcome to come back for more. I hope you guys do come back for more. I hope you guys hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. Show me some love. Hit the subscribe button. It only takes a second. Just one click of the finger, and you would be subscribed to this channel. Also, for all my Facebook viewers, share this video. Help this video multiply. Help this video get out there. And give it a thumbs up. And you guys can also follow me on my fan page. You guys know where I'm at. It's the Sports Judge. Check me out there. And you guys can follow me on Twitter, SportsJudge85. That would be awesome too. Also, before I get out of here, I want to remind everyone to tune in tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Friday. If you guys, want to see a great show, a great podcast, one that's fun and exciting, check me out with my great co-host and good friend, Chris Gonzalez, Gunzo and the Judge. That show airs every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday at the same time. 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time, and it's part of the ASAP Sports Network. You guys can find it there. Or if you want to make it easier on yourself, and if you don't feel like, hitting the ASAP link, I hope you guys hit the ASAP link, because if you guys click on to ASAP, you're going to see more stuff you like. Trust me, because we got a great team of podcasters, and you will love them all. It's not only about me and Gunzo. There is a whole team of podcasters, and they're all great. So you might want to check out the ASAP network. I really recommend that you do that. But you can also watch the show right here on my channel. I live stream it from this channel as well. So tune in tomorrow for that. Till next time, you guys take care. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.